What you know you can't explain. But you feel it. You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong. You don't know what it is, but it's there. Like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. Experience the awakening. Brilliant anonymous researchers. Patriots, join us in the Patriot Army. Trust the plan, pain coming. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. RedStateTalkRadio.com, Brighteon.tv, Rumble.com/MG Show. The end won't be for everyone. That choice to know will be yours. Where we go one, we go all. Fight, 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 and fight we will. We fight every day right here on the MG Show. Wow, happy Friday, everybody. It's the MG Show for Friday, where Hour 2 is all about the railroads and the Payseur Empire. But first, we got more. Shady Groove, welcome to the show.
Welcome to you, sir. Welcome to Friday. You made it through another week. You've made it through another season, not to mention that it is actually summer. The first day of summer, the first summer of the golden age, Jeff. That's what I'm proclaiming here with all of you today, because this is something like no one has ever seen. This is not something of your parents' generation, and this is not something of future generations. This is something for you and for your generation and for what it is we're doing here. Let me tell you, you are perpetuating the idea of America far into the future. The globalists had the idea of America projected about 15 or 20 years into the future. Yeah. Now it's been projected about 250 more years into the future, thanks to all the great work that people like you have done over the last 7 years to wake up this planet to the control system that we talk about here every day that will lead into what Jeff was mentioning, into the second hour of the premium content on the MG Show.
That's right. And we only do 5 hours of premium content, so don't get your undies in a bundle. But it also helps this show as it's part of a program, a creator program. So thank you guys very much. And we're doing the Payseurs with the Pandora box, the ultimate hidden hand. What is it, Shady Groove? I forget how it goes right now.
It is the Pandora box, the unseen, ultimate unseen hand behind the New World Order.
Boom. And we will be reading that. And Shady and I both have printed copies of that book, and we're very grateful for them.
I even have a
hard to find. They're hard to find.
Anybody wants to know, have a dictionary too.
In other unrelated news,
it happened to be on top of the book.
All right,
I had to go look up insurrection the other day.
All right, so so look at this, Shady Grove. Facebook has increased our distribution because you consistently posted high quality content. Are they drunk?
Wait, what did you say?
Is Facebook drunk, Shady? Let me read that to you again.
They're drunk texting.
We, meaning Facebook, increased our distribution, meaning the MG Show, because we consistently posted high quality content.
I mean, I appreciate the compliment greatly.
Wow.
But that seems contrary to what, didn't they just censor us?
Yeah, we couldn't go live for like a week.
Okay. We're going to take that.
We'll take it.
Yeah,
Facebook, we'll take it.
Yeah, we're going to take that and move on. Nothing to see here.
And so we're non-panicans, guys. We are trusting President Donald J. Trump we have been in lockstep with the Trump administration as opposed to other influencers that you've seen out there?
I'm in lockstep with hearing Yeti in the background. Are you hearing that too?
I think so.
Yeah, he's clicking away.
I don't know what's happening. I
Now
hear
it
him
went
breathing.
silent.
I heard him
don't hear his
breathing.
office anymore.
I heard him grumble. And I just want to do this too, real quick, Shady Grove, because yesterday I was feeling pretty heavy. We had the Red Pill Pusher. And by the way, at the end of hour number 1, we're going to read Red Pill Pusher's DMs.
All right. What a fun time. Hold on to your hat.
Hold on to your hat, guys. And by the way, I am now the Van Dyne bloodline because he's such a great decoder. But we're sorry to see you go, brother. We asked you to play nice and stop harassing people inside our MG Show family chat, and you continued, and now here you are over with the Breb crew being a douchebag. Whatever, bro. Okay. So, but I posted yesterday that I've been noticing a lot of attacks on DJT, myself, you, Shady, the MG Show, right? And you, our MG Show family. And you have no power over us. And I posted the video with the armor of God, okay? And it's my pinned tweet. It was my pinned tweet since yesterday, guys. You see it right up here? Right there. It's my pinned tweet, okay? So then we're like talking this morning, Shady, and I noticed Dan Scavino posts the man in the arena, okay? Because that's the man in the arena. These influencers are not in the arena. These influencers that you know who we're talking about, I'll give you 3 stars in general. There's one of them. But these people are not in the arena. I repeat, are not in the arena, okay? We told you that there's going to be no war. Iran next. We followed Q, okay? So this is high-quality content that we're giving you. Thank you, Facebook. And so that timestamp, Shady, was 10:29. Man in the arena. 10:29 goes to thank you for your prayers. Forced reaction. One of many vehicles. Intercepts. Night 2. Birds. Fast movers. Forced projection. April showers. Q. But thank you for your prayers. Forced reaction. Look at all these influencers acting like that we're going to bomb Iran already. And President Trump has already given the authorization to. But what's interesting is, I posted this, Shady, and I also posted a bunch of other ones. But let's just go to this one, Shady, because Grok says that there is a 0.001% chance that this is a coincidence. So the conclusion is that statistical chances are low in the grand scheme of all social media posts, but are higher within the niche of the Q, and I took Anon out, the Q influence content. The post's appearance is likely a result of the intentional message rather than the pure coincidence, given the strategy's use of symbols and narratives. Thank you, Rebel Valkyrie C. Page, for posting that. And, I'm just going to ask you again, how many coincidences before it becomes mathematically impossible, guys?
What we're doing here, what we've seen here over the last 7 years is not just normal. Like I was saying earlier, like it's not for a different generation. It's for your generation. It's for what happened to us. This occurred to us. And I don't think a lot of people realize the gravity of what it is that has happened around us talking about the truth. We are an anomaly. Whenever, he is his name in the Matrix. What is the Matrix? The Matrix is the system of control, okay? What are we emulating? What are we talking about? What are we discussing here? We're discussing the way to uncontrol yourself, meaning self-discipline. Take control of yourself. Utilize your own discernment. Utilize your own logic. Utilize the things that God gave you instead of relying on what God gave other people that you happen to hear about for whatever reason or however you heard their commentary.
Yeah.
God didn't make any of us to come here and listen to other people. God made all of us to come here and listen to him. And that's what a lot of people have gotten distracted from. And I think that this right here, Jeff, upon many, many other lessons that we have learned by having the blessing of watching Donald Trump navigate this minefield that he has, is that we brought the world together around the idea that we are all individuals.
Yeah.
Before Donald Trump, you were not an individual, and the individual had no say. It was all about the collective. It was all about you got to do good for everybody else. Think about COVID. Think about the way that they made you. The ends justifies the means. All of those things are anti-American, everyone. That's the reason this show stands out, because nobody else will talk about how those things are un-American. And the same people that are currently doing that to you are the people that Q targeted and the people that this show targeted. and we are very closely connected to Q Plus and the administration because we've never wavered. A lot of other people didn't like Trump to begin with, and then they came on board. A lot of other people went away, and then they came back. A lot of other people said a bunch of crazy stuff, but then just want to be part of the conversation. We didn't do any of that. So, we're blessed to be here with all of you and to be experiencing this in real time. That was an amazing analysis, by the way, from Grok. And thank you, C-Page, for doing that, because that does prove a little something.
And I want to make an announcement too, Shady Groove, and I'm going to just make this announcement. The Flynn Network, wants us to take the pictures with Flynn off of our website. That way, there would be no trail of us actually having a relationship with these asshats. We are whistleblowers. Guess what? The pictures are staying. And this is reposted by our friend, Shady Groove. Look, it's right there. Jeff and Shannon, General Flynn. I left the Flynn Network. I would take the pictures down. No. That is just you. We want to show you how good of a relationship we had with this guy, and we can tell you the truth because we know. And yes, if you want to buy merch, you can go to mg.show/merch. Thank you very much. We'd really appreciate your help. And we're using Donald Trump's name to grift and sell shirts. What are you talking about? We have been true to Q and Donald J. Trump, and we're proud of it, Shady.
Listen, I'm an American, and you don't have 1 ounce of credibility to tell me that I can or I cannot sell anything. Period. Whether the idea that we produce a broadcast, it's on the air every day, it's 100% supported by you. Nobody else can say that. Everybody else that's out there in the right-wing network of media, they have tons of different mainstream advertisements on their website. They've got money coming into them from all these other people, and they get re-clicked by everybody on Twitter because they're all in these backroom little groups sharing each other's content. We're independent of all of that.
Yeah.
So I am proud of the journey that we've been on. I'm proud of the relationships that we developed with General Flynn, because we developed a relationship with them to the point where they wanted us on their inner circle. They wanted us to be part of their leadership council, and brought us into the meeting where we saw what they were doing when we became whistleblowers, we said that they were raising money. We didn't participate in that program. Guys, do you understand that? We did not. We walked away from that when we were offered 10%. We were offered to come to you and advertise to you and bring all of this stuff to you, and however much money we could get you to give Flynn, Flynn would give us 10%. Yeah. That was the deal that they offered. Every influencer in that room, a few hundred of them, we were right there with them. How would we be able to tell you that if we weren't there?
Mm-hmm. Exactly right.
That's what happened. Yeah. Now you can make your own decision of whether or not you want to support them or how you interface with people that think they're heroes.
Yeah.
Not only that, Jeff, when Patrick Byrne even said that multi-million-dollar people and donors don't give us any money. They won't give us any money. They don't think that what we're doing is important. We've got to fleece grandma. We've got to go in and we've got to get her.
Yes.
He literally said that. We've got to get her to give us her Social Security check and raise money in a small way because big people don't care about our effort here.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, I mean, they're sending their Judas to shame us, Shady Groove. That's what they're doing. And that was a C-Page comment. Very well said. And last night it was heavy. So that's why I sent out the prayer thing out, because I felt, I have a couple of friends that who you are that are struggling because it's the anniversary of her father. And she's, sad about that. We've got another friend that actually lost her uncle. We've got, all these attacks on myself, Shady, and you guys. So I wanted to I was feeling heavy, Shady. I was feeling heavy yesterday.
I know. And now we're feeling good.
Yeah. I'm feeling great because we got a 0.001% chance of something happening when I put out all the prayers. Now, it's not just that, Shady. If you look down on here, this is, let me keep going down because I put this up. Look, I reposted this, prayers, okay? Look at this from Candle, pray, okay? My whole thing yesterday was talking about praying because I felt very heavy and I thought we needed prayers for Donald J. Trump, the Trump team, and everything else, guys.
We do need prayers for them because all these other people are acting like they're doing something wrong, Jeff.
And I pinned it.
They're acting like he's doing something wrong. Every single one of these people think that, and they're saying, and they're pretending. You even had Alex Jones putting out a meme that has a Donald Trump, George Bush morph figure in it. Well, What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Like what the hell? Like literally, like what the hell Do you people think that we're like literally completely born at night? We're not going to be able to track any of this stuff. And God bless the people that are, that can see it, because it does seem like the majority do not see it. It does seem like the majority are like now like trying to like pretend Donald Trump is a neocon, when every single neocon on earth has done, including Alex Jones, has done nothing but smear him, besmirch him, beat him down, pretend he's no good, act like there's no. Alex Jones has Ivan Ranklin on to say we got somebody 10 times better than Trump. Let me tell you something. There's nobody 10 times better than Trump. Literally nobody. I don't care. It doesn't matter what you say. You can't find a person that's 10 times better than Trump if you literally scoured the whole planet, guys. It doesn't exist.
It's good on Facebook, guys. It's good on X. Looks like Rumble might be having a couple of issues, I see. But, we'll of course, that's what happens all the time to this show only, it seems like. It's really weird.
Every other show runs smooth.
And you know what they said it could have been? It's because we interact with our chat. Remember that?
Yeah, I thought that was a good excuse, Jeff. I'm not sure I believe everything I'm told, sir.
Yep. I know, it's weird. Anyways, all right. So we got that. So then you've got that's so amazing, guys. I tell you, I was freaked out about that.
No, I'm glad you did it, because that gave us a nice moment here at the show to share with everybody out there all of the tears and the love and the joy that we've shared with you over the last 7 years. Thank you all, because it's now a fabric of our life. It's been 7 years now, and that's a long time. And the two of us have been doing this for a long time, and all of you are part of the fabric of who we are now. Both of us have left former lives to do something completely different, and every single one of you are part of that now.
And then somebody that was our friend, allegedly, for years, wants to take all that away because of his ego.
Because he can't be nice.
No. All right. So good morning and good afternoon. The MG show has been in lockstep with President Trump calling out fake MAGA and exposing the truth. Good morning to all the smart and loyal patriots who know that saying, quote, Iran can never have a nuclear weapon is not a call for war. Good morning to those who aren't spreading lies, or afternoon or evening, depending on when you see this, claiming Trump never campaigned on stopping Iran from getting nuclear weapons, okay? He campaigned on it. He said it. When he went down the escalator, he said it. He's believed in this for many decades, okay? And I do have, and we played this, Monday or Tuesday, Shady? We played a lot of them, but this is just a snippet.
You cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. You cannot let it happen, because bad things will happen if that happens. But everybody stopped. They were ready to make a deal. We would have made a deal that was great for everybody. No nuclear weapons. You can't give them nuclear weapons. Now they're going to have a nuclear weapon. Don't let Iran have nuclear weapons. That's my only thing I have to tell you today. Don't let them have it. They would have never had them, including Iran. They can't have a nuclear weapon. That's all. They can't have nuclear weapons. It's too destructive, too powerful. They can't have it. But I wanted to make a deal with them. No nuclear weapons. You can't have nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons are the single greatest threat to this world, to the whole world. And Viktor Orban understands that, and some others do too. I just don't want them to have a nuclear weapon. And they weren't going to have one, and they cannot have a nuclear weapon. That was the only thing. The one thing I said, you cannot have. I just didn't want it.
So, Shady, I have a question. I'm going to be fake news.
So what are the terms of the deal with Iran? Is it a ceasefire, Shady?
No, it is not a ceasefire, sir.
What is it?
It is mutual destruction.
They can't have a nuclear weapon. Say it!
They cannot have a nuclear weapon.
I had to set you up for a good one, and you got me.
I know, I was distracted. I was thinking, I was sorry, I was on a different.
Here we are playing.
Iran to have a nuclear weapon. I said, we're going to make
over and over and over.
I wasn't listening. I understand what you're playing. I was thinking. I was in the middle of something.
Okay, we're going to have to discuss that in counseling. All right, so real quick, guys, and I want to I wanted to show you this, because the more you know, guys, this is Mossad. This is also Mossad and the rogue military, U.S. military intel agencies, the CIA, all of them. This is what you're seeing, guys. The more you know, okay? So don't think that Trump knows any of this. He knows all of it. And why we know that, Shady Groove? Because he posts what kind of whose memes did he post again last night?
Q.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he's doing it consistently. It's not just a little bit, my friend. It is getting more and more consistent. And boy, oh boy, I love watching this interesting dance that these Q people that think Flynn is a hero are doing to push this stuff out there, and out of the same side of their mouth act like Flynn is somehow on your team.
So it was pretty interesting yesterday. We were in the MG Show family chat, okay? And Script is like, we're talking about people and how they've turned on us and all that stuff. He's like, I just want to set up a boxing ring. I've got all this pent up energy. And we should all put these soy boys in a boxing ring. And so Trump then starts posting this meme right here. It says, trust the plan. I stand with Trump 47. Nothing can stop what is coming. I was the hunted and now I'm the hunter. Okay. And then, I'm sure it's nothing, right? Because then President Trump started posting all of these, Shady Groove. Look at this. Look at this. A ring. Here's a boxing ring. UCF ring or UFC ring. Okay. Oops. I don't know why that happened. But there's that. Not just once, Shady Groove. How about
ring?
Going to the ring.
But he posted this yesterday, Jeff. This happened a few minutes ago.
Yeah. And
last week
at the end it says the best is yet to come. Okay. There it is. And then he got another one, okay, in a ring. Okay. And then he posts this, okay? Donald Trump is not an isolationist, but I think some of the Republican isolationists are suddenly discovering that they're out of touch with the MAGA movement. And Donald Trump, I have total confidence in Donald Trump that this guy who killed Qasem Soleimani, you think he is afraid to take out Forgo? Of course not. Check it out.
The MAGA movement is not isolationist. Donald Trump is not an isolationist, but I think some of the Republican isolationists are suddenly discovering that they're out of touch with the MAGA movement and Donald Trump.
But Mark, you can see that this is a historic moment that affects, big picture, his legacy.
Oh, 100%. But again, I have total confidence in Donald Trump because Donald Trump, this is the guy who killed Qasem Soleimani. You think he's afraid to take out Forgo? Of course not.
Yeah.
He destroyed ISIS. He launched a cyber attack on Russia. He's not an isolationist.
All right, panel, we'll watch and wait. Thank you.
Look at this.
Okay, so you heard that. Okay, so then Trump goes ahead and he posts this. This is huge. Do you think it's General Flynn that can help, the only person that can have creative solutions with the Israel-Iran conflict, Shady? Do you think it's only General Flynn? Do you think it's only Benny? Do you think it's only Bannon? Do you think it's let's listen to what Trump posted.
Right,
Shady.
Roger Stone,
all these guys?
Yeah.
I think it's interesting because I actually think both sides of this disagreement are completely wrong. They are taking the extreme end, both, as we now know. And I think the only person that can actually come to a creative solution is, thank God, the man in the White House. This is someone who ran on a message of America first, so much so that he got bashed for it. It's a man who has stood unequivocally by Israel since his first day in the Oval Office in 2017. And it's a man who was so anti-war that we are actually now questioning Republican and Democrat presidents who came before him. So if anyone can find a way to actually make sure Iran does not get a nuclear weapon, and also that American troops don't have to get involved, it is the man in the Oval Office right now.
Wow. So it's the man in the Oval Office, not some guy that is turned down 10 jobs. Shady. Who is it? It's Donald J. Trump.
It's Trump. And listen, the point you're making is even, I think it's even a little bit bigger than you're thinking. Like the point is, look at the playing field right now. Look at what they've done. Look at what they've been able to set up. Look at the fear that they put in you. How much fear can they put in you in like one lifetime? Think about it. You started off in school with the Cold War, right? And then now you're coming on right on through to the whole thing that happened with 9/11. And now here we are. And what are they trying to feed you? They're still trying to feed you fear. If we take Donald Trump out of this equation, Jeff, guess what happens? There's no solution. Think about this. You understand this? So Donald Trump, just what she said there, we're trying to figure out a way to navigate this to where we don't blow up. We don't create World War III, and Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. How do you do that? Why can't we not negotiate that specifically? This is why Trump keeps talking about that specifically. Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. He's not saying we've got to get rid of the Ayatollah. That's what Lindsey Graham is saying. That's what Bibi is saying. But Trump isn't agreeing with them. Do you guys get what we're talking about here? It takes a person with a different idea. No one else could solve it. And he's getting ready to bury the Republicans that are on Fox News and in our movement.
Yep. And then our president, to continue my decode real quick, Shady, check this out. He posts this. Okay. Doesn't that remind you of this that they troll me on the chans for? Doesn't it? Huh? There you go, 8-coon. Right
He's
there.
thinking everything from the side.
I can make him do that. I can make him do that. I mean, what a great president, guys, that we have. And I love the little hat tips to the Anons, guys, and possibly even this show, but I'm sure it's mathematically impossible, Shady.
It's just coincidence, man. I mean, no, it doesn't matter what Grok says. It's a coincidence. Whenever you think different, refer back to Chuck.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that and he's almost sideways. I mean, look at the photo. He's almost like that. I mean, I can make that meme for him as well. And it's kind of like how it's so funny, Shady. I can't believe it. So that's how crazy it is out there. And, you know, these people that are going against Donald Trump panicking, they're all panicking. So we at the MG show and our family of friends are non-panicans, Shady.
But look at how every influencer, didn't we say this in November? We told you whenever he won that this is what these people were going to do. You know, they've all run off where there's Tucker Carlson off the cliff. Candace Owens, you seen her? Now she's like, you know, she's Tavistock up to her neck in that guy and intel agency narratives. There's no difference between Candace Owens and the trolls on the chans, guys. There's no difference between these people that are screaming, "Oh, make Israel great again," and talking about the Jews and all that different stuff. That's the same thing they're doing on the chans. Oh, wait, is that the same thing they're doing in Columbia University, putting the mask on their face, dressed as Palestine? Yep. Oh, that's just David Icke. What's David Icke doing? Oh, the exact same virtue signal. You will know them by their fruit. The virtue signal is the fruit. Put everybody that's using the same virtue signal in the same basket, and you will be able to navigate this world perfectly.
They wanted to lie detector you, Shady, and me, and Script. Remember that?
I do remember that.
Oh my God, these people are so insane.
I forgot about it, but it is true.
They're so insane. And, you know, we called it. We called it before it even didn't happen. We called that Flynn would not be in Donald Trump's administration V.2.
2 years ago, Jeff, we were saying this in 2023. Okay, people don't realize how long this has been. You know, we sacrificed. I don't talk about Rumble, and we sacrificed our audience here. We cut our viewership almost in half whenever we came out talking about General Flynn on Rumble. I mean, that's the sacrifice. When people say, "Oh, you get paid," all this. Nope, we lopped off half of the Rumble viewership. The podcast increased, Red State Radio increased, but Rumble decreased.
Yeah,
because
weird.
Rumble started censoring us because of the whole network that are somehow in cahoots with Rumble.
Yeah, and I want to thank Miranda Devine again. So that's one per day, Shitty. Actually, I had 2 in one day, and she has reposted me every day this week, one day twice. That's cool, huh?
That is cool.
That's really cool. I think that feels good. And I send it to her, and she thanks me, and we talk, and she's a really nice person, guys.
And she's doing good work too. She's kind of like she isn't spewing the neocon, shoveling the neocon down your throat.
That's right. She's actually so this was crooked Biden DOJ exposed, and it's about the radical left's witch hunt against Trump that never stops. Basically, the truth always comes out. President Trump posted Miranda Devine's article from the New York Post that reveals FBI emails showing Biden's corrupt DOJ obsessed with piling on fake charges against Trump over January 6th. They even targeted the January 6th prisoner choir. Disgraceful. Thank you, Senator Grassley, for exposing their lawfare. We won in 2024, and President Trump is draining the swamp. Look at that. Good stuff. Good article. And thank you for following all that up.
And we've got a question. I'm still a little confused on the Israel issue. Never want to go against God and turn against Israel. So trying to sift through what's what. No worries about going against Israel or going against God. A lot of the stuff that you know to be narratives about Israel aren't exactly what it says in the Bible about Israel.
Correct.
Go do a little bit of research on what's called the Schofield Bible and learn who Schofield was and what he did to manipulate the indexing of the Bible in the early 1900s and how it relates to Israel, and see what you dig up.
And that comment also reflects why we're saving Israel for last, okay? Right. Because there's a lot of people that are all bent up into that narrative, but people don't realize the Rothschilds with the Balfour Agreement set up Israel. Do you love the Rothschilds? Do you think they're godly?
And also, it can exactly right. And to care. I mean, so to care about something is completely different than to virtue signal about it.
Correct.
So Israel is a big virtue signal, and the virtue signal is what I disagree with. Caring about the people and the human beings that are there that are Jewish in Israel is not the same thing as understanding the overlord control of the country, much like we have one, China has one, Russia has one.
And let's think about it. Do you think Israel could be corrupt? The government, not the people. I mean, we love the people. You know, do you think the Roman Church could be Roman Catholic Church could be corrupt at the top? We love our neighbors that are Catholic, right? Do you think, that could be the same? Do you think America is corrupt or was corrupt or we're getting out of it? So, you just got to ask yourself these questions.
Very well.
Governments.
Thank you.
All right. And government is gubernare, to control, and mente is the mind. Government, to control the mind. Midnight Watch says, so shiny, $17. Rev Rob, 5 subscriptions to the MG Show. Thank you, sir. God bless you. And G Brothers, we trust POTUS and the MG family. You always deliver the truth. Thank you so much, G. That's really, really nice.
Speaking of subscriptions, by the way, thank you to the people that have signed up for subscriptions on Twitter for Shady. And by the way, you could sign up for subscriptions on Twitter for Jeff also. We don't talk about that very much here, but you can support us there on Twitter. And really, really cool that Jeff, I think it took him like 3 years or 2.5 years for them to approve it. And they actually approved mine within about a year or 6 months. How long has it been? A year?
Yeah.
About a year, maybe? Yeah.
About a year. And so that's right here. You go to Shady Groove's channel right here, hit subscribe, okay, and subscribe to him. And I have that same button on mine as well. I actually want to thank my 61 subscribers. Thank you so very much, guys. We can't do this without you. Thank you for the Rumble Premium purchases. Thank you for the Red Castle. I did notice a couple naked people, but I think G Brothers, Rev Rob has got them covered. I hope.
Look at that.
Don't look at the naked people. But thank you guys so much. So all of that, we are funded by you. We're not funded by
Lucifizer
or anybody else.
We haven't said that in so long. That used to be like an everyday thing we had to say.
That was good. That was good. So Donald J. Trump is the man in the arena. There is nobody else in the arena. The New York Times doesn't know what Trump is going to do. There are no leaks right now in this administration. Anonymous sources say that somebody from we're not going to name them though, because we are just making shit up, is what you're hearing.
But what about the story yesterday that Bannon is having the meeting at the White House, and then they release a picture of like Bannon talking to Trump in Mar-a-Lago and act like Steve Bannon is having a meeting. Yeah. They're desperate. Flynn is like calling up everybody in the network, begging them for a camera. Please put me on. You even noticed yesterday. He's like, he even put on a suit and tie to go to Benny. It's like, whoa. Yeah. I mean, somebody's feeling a little left out over here.
Yeah, because he's not the man in the arena.
He is not. He's some schmuck who's a hanger-on, an ankle biter. That's what he is.
This is your man in the arena.
It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who, at the best, knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who, at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat.
Did you actually listen to that, Shady? Let's. I think it's right about here. Let's listen.
Who points out how the strong man
Here.
counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles.
General Flynn.
That's all he does is point out how he's stumbling. That's all Ivan Ranklin does is try. They actually don't even point out how he's stumbling. They pretend like he's stumbling and point it out. They make it up. They make up that they saw a stumble. They pretend like General Flynn. Oh, he's got all of these different things on his plate. He's in the bunker. And the guy is out there planting 2 beautiful flagpoles and literally marking the territory of the United States Capitol as America.
Yeah.
That's not hiding in a bunker. That's not being shrewd. That's like literally mocking you. That's what I think, dude. I think Donald Trump is mocking them, Jeff. I think he is mocking each and every one of these. Bannon, Alex Jones. That's why they're flipping out. That's why they're acting like that. They've got nothing. So what is effectively what's Trump doing? He's iced them out. He's mocking them. They think they can mock him, but he has the power. The power is the bully pulpit. Not all of these ankle biters, man.
Yeah, I want to read a comment here, and then I'm going to comment on it because I think the people need to hear it very bluntly, okay? Israel has refused nuclear inspections. Let's change Israel to CIA and Mossad has refused nuclear inspections, okay? The same courts that Iran, let me just reset. Iran equals CIA and Mossad as well, okay? So the CIA and Mossad have refused, both countries, Israel and Iran, refusing inspections, okay? Did Gates tell you that it's being run by foreign and domestic military? Do you know that this war is not the state of Israel like you think it's the Olympics? Okay? These are not sovereign countries. These are military intelligence agencies trying to get you into war. Who's going to tell you that? Point blank, Shady.
Nobody else is going to tell you that. And that's the only way you can characterize it. That's literally the only way you can. If you're going to be honest, you cannot look at it and say it's Israel. If you're going to be honest, you can't look at it and say it's Iran. It is your intelligence agencies wielded by the globalists. Period.
Ding, ding, ding,
Full
ding.
stop. It's not different. Israel and Iran, they're not different, guys. This is like watching the WWE. Iran does not have a nuclear weapon. Let me repeat that. Iran does not have a nuclear weapon, but Iran does have fissile material. We sold it to them. It's called uranium. We've got the receipts. Part of what Q was here to do was show you, hey, guys, that uranium that you had, it went to Iran. They could potentially make a nuclear weapon with it, but they're not able to refine it and enrich it properly yet. And they're saying, oh, Iran could possibly have a nuke deliverable in 2 weeks. You're hearing that in your news right now. That is a lie. They are making that up. They need you to be afraid. What they think they're going to do is cause Donald Trump to make a mistake like what they were doing to John Kennedy and the Cuban Missile Crisis. This is what Trump is navigating. You are seeing something and thinking, oh, I'm looking at what's really happening 1-to-1. No, you're not. You're seeing it exactly how the news is presenting it to you, which is
let's look at the actual evaluated fission and fusion file, okay? Do you see Iran on here anywhere, guys? I don't.
I don't see Iran on there anywhere, sir.
Yeah. So they do have, the uranium from Uranium One, okay? The same people that wanted to impeach Donald Trump. Is the picture being painted very clear yet? But no, they're separate sovereign countries. No, they're not. They're run by the foreign and domestic rogue intelligence agencies.
If you're advocating for Israel or you're advocating for Iran, if you're advocating for Ukraine or advocating for Russia, you're tricked. You're psyoped. You're in the loop, bro. I don't know what to tell you. You can't you got to pick up the phone to exit the matrix, friends.
Yeah.
You can't just sit there and keep bouncing around inside the matrix and act like you're not in the matrix. You're completely bamboozled by the narrative. That's the reason this show stands apart. God bless you, whoever you are, for finding this show. If you keep paying attention, you'll eventually navigate your way out of it.
That's right, Chuck.
Chuck's having a tough time.
Real quick, I want to thank again Rev Rob 5 subscriptions, G Brothers 10. We trust POTUS MG Show family. You always deliver the truth. Thank you. 17 Patriots for Truth 5 subscriptions to the MG Show. Brian 1871, thank you, 5 subscriptions, and we got Nora another subscription. Shady Grove, I think what we need to do is have everybody fill out this form. This is the PSYOP opt-out form. I understand that this form is for the current PSYOP only. This form may be resubmitted for each PSYOP and on name and signature. Okay.
And where's the application for the better PSYOP too? Like, if we're going to have a PSYOP, we need to have the good ones because these bad ones are they're getting rotten.
Yeah. So, if you think that Israel as a country sovereign and Iran as a country sovereign are doing this to each other, you are wrong. If you think that the Muslim Brotherhood is organic and ISIS is organic, you're wrong. It was done by the rogue intelligence agencies of military intelligence, the CIA, Mossad, all the others, okay? They are fighting each other to goad a war. That's why, in my opinion, Trump gave them 2 weeks. Because they will expend their ammunition. Trump is in control. Trump is the man in the arena. Trump wants to make a deal. Trump does not want death. Trump is the man to get this done. I am trusting him wholeheartedly right now. Let's go.
What's a Houthi? What's a Hamas? What's an ISIS? What's an Al Qaeda? What's a Taliban? Let me tell you very clear so you understand. Those are CIA operations. It's called an army. It's called a black book army generated by your tax dollars to maraud over you and all of us and to make everyone afraid so that you frantically pull your hair out and hopefully go off yourself somewhere because you're so thrown over black-pilled because the world has gone to hell. Donald Trump is bringing you to the golden age. You could choose to go, but let me tell you something. You can choose to stay in hell.
Yeah.
We can't walk you out of it.
And, Shady, how do you guys navigate all this? We were trained by Q. Okay.
Exactly right.
Q is a Donald Trump psychological operation. It literally is a PSYOP. When people say that it's a PSYOP, it is. Mm-hmm. Okay. And it trained a lot of us to actually understand the truth, up to and including the very way that Donald Trump's campaign was spied on. Oh, but it's very cryptic, Shady. It's cryptic. No, they're initials. We've got them all. We have it all. But why haven't there been? It's been 152 days in office, guys. Stop.
It's
Relax.
A network.
Take a breath.
It's a network. What we've identified is the network. Okay. It's not an individual. The way that they're connected is the proof. Okay. What I was saying earlier about how all of these people agree with the Palestinian virtue signal, that is your proof. This is how your discernment works. You cannot judge people by what they say. You have to judge people by their actions. And then whenever they show you their actions, you have to believe them literally, not believe them circumstantially, not believe them inadvertently, believe them literally on what they're saying. Then you can navigate where you are and who to understand and how to understand what their motivation is. Everybody has a motive. Everybody has a motive. For people, our motive here at the MG Show is to bring you the most unfiltered, unadulterated information regarding Donald Trump and Q that we can find and what we think about it. That is our motivation. We are motivated to do that. You guys receive that and demand it by keeping us here in support of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Use that understanding to navigate everyday life.
So, Shady, again, last night, trust the plan. Is this a nod to Q? Nothing can stop what is coming. Is that a nod to Q? Hunters become the hunted. Is that a nod to Q? He said it, Shady. I mean, he said it. And that was 7:42. Okay. But I want to show you this. This is a Q post from January 14th, 2018. Memes post, organized and coordinated. POTUS may retweet one or more. Okay, now that the president is on truth, he has been reposting Q memes regularly, guys. So, MSM Fake News Awards. Remember this, Shady? I remember this in real time. Are you prepared? Memes post, organized and coordinated. POTUS may retweet. Now he's on truth. One or more. Ready for launch? Show the world. Show the world the truth. Open their eyes. Don't let POTUS suffer from Soros loser bots that continually flood. Okay, make the Fake News Awards your first organized tweet storm day. Making America great again. That's what we are doing on the daily, Shady Groove.
And navigating this hasn't been that difficult considering that we literally just believe people. That's
Yeah.
what we're doing. And look at what we're seeing. Well, look at what we showed you today and how subtle it is, but how real it is. Coincidence? Maybe. Coincidence? Maybe not. Does it matter? That's the question.
Yeah.
You can choose. If you choose not to choose, you have still chosen. That's
right.
the trick of this realm. That's what wisdom is about. That's what understanding is about. It's about taking what it is you've learned, then vetting what you've learned, and then having the wisdom to apply it to what you do every day and the action that you take in your real world. And by the way, there's so many of you that have given us the reflection back about like hearing something that we've said and then applying it to your real self and how it grows. It's like taking a seed and planting it in the garden. Well, don't just plant the garden and walk away from it. Go back to it, give it some water, remove the weeds, move the dirt around, make it nice, make it bigger, give it some nutrients. The next thing you know, what you grow becomes fruitful.
That's right. America First, Phil, I was gifted this week and grateful. I'd like to pass on to you guys. Congratulations for the shout outs from pre-Trump. And thank you for speaking of God's wisdom. Jesus is alive through his Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you, America First, Phil. And I'm glad you've been here, too. It's been good to see you in chat.
It really has been.
So again, the Panicans are panicking, and this is, Captain fired in 23 days, and fake MAGA grifter continues to pretend his opinion is relevant. Remember, man in the arena. This man is not in the arena, Shady. This man right here is not in the arena. And if you go to his posts, look, it's just like it's ratio. They are ratioing this guy. Are you paying attention, Benny?
You know what he even says in that clip right there? We're not going to play it, but he says in that clip that Donald Trump hears my message by watching your show. That's what Flynn said to Benny. He's like, Donald Trump can hear my message from seeing things like your show. So Flynn is trying to target people that he thinks that Donald Trump is watching and put his ass in front of the camera. You see how this is playing? This is how desperate he is, okay? And the correlations between Benedict Arnold and Washington and Trump and General Flynn and West Point are absolutely astounding. I mean, there's like 2 or 3 threads there for anybody that wants to go for some interesting connections that are very similar. It's quite astonishing.
And all I got to say is,
there you are.
Make America great again. That's all we want. And we want the lying and the, and by the way, all of his minions, Ivan Ranklin, who's like their best friends, right? I mean, they're pictured all over the place. He's all after, he calls Scam Blondie. He's after Susie Wiles. They are not your friends, President Trump, and they're not my friends either. We were friends until we figured out who they were, Shady Grove. That's why we are whistleblowers.
Well, now they have some people joining them right now. A bunch of Alex Jones people are joining them, and also a bunch of Steve Bannon people are joining the anti-Susie Wiles, anti-Pam Bondi bandwagon over there. And I think that's a little bit of the reason why Donald Trump is showing a little bit more strength by posting memes like this, because people like General Flynn are extremely triggered whenever Trump posts a Q meme, because all the people that actually understand what Flynn said about Q go to Flynn and start asking him questions, and then he has to start hitting that block button.
Yeah, he blocks you. And by the way, Nicole Tarina says, but I thought he was close to POTUS. Why would he have to go on Benny's show for Trump to hear his message when he said that he's being used? Remember, Shady, we played that yesterday. This guy just lies, dude. Caught again.
We have one that can see.
We have one that can see. Well done, Nicole. Wow. I love my president. So the One Big Beautiful Bill addresses outdated farm bill provisions and reinforces the farm safety net, guys. It gives growers, agribusiness, and rural communities the confidence to move forward, says U.S. Peanut Federation Chairman Jamie Brown. And I'd just like to play this.
Here to sing the theme from Green Acres, please welcome Donald Trump and Will and Grace's Karen Walker.
Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Let's far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. Just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you. Give me Park Avenue.
The George.
Touch George.
Cashier.
Trump Tower.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, city lights.
Green Acres, we are there.
I just thought I'd bust that in for a little bit of fun. Trump has been for the farmers for a long time. Also, Shady Grove, there was breaking news that Donald Trump funded the people affected in the hurricanes, Shady Grove. It's been funded.
Yes. Yes, it has. To all of you out there that have people in the rural areas of North Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, Arkansas, and Alabama, I think please reestablish contact with the federal government if you need assistance, if you need a bridge built, if you need a road repaired, if you need your house fixed, or if you are somehow down on your luck due to Hurricane Helene. Please recontact the federal government because they are now in a functional operational standing as opposed to what was going on before, which was a racist organization.
So, Ninus Beeswax will address your comment. Why play games? Why doesn't Trump just say flat outright, General Flynn is not associated with the administration?
He did.
He has. You turned down 10 jobs, General Flynn, because your grift is doing better. I see why you turned them down. And here's a promotion or a position at West Point for a non-binding role just to get you out of my... And you know, he has said it, guys. I mean, if you can't see it, Ninus Beeswax, then... You need to do a little more digging.
He gave him West Point so that told him to stop calling. Like the guy would not stop calling him. And so they gave him West Point, and then he went out, and then Trump's like, "Oh, I offered you 10 jobs, and you turned it down. Yeah. Could you use your logic, please?"
And Shady, let's add this to your logic. Great point, and I'll let you finish. He was fired in 23 days, and Trump admin won. Go ahead.
Yeah, and also, how would you turn down a job? Let me see you turn down one job. Let me see Donald Trump walk into your presence and say,
10 times.
Hey, sir, can you come over here and do this for me? No, I'm too busy. Oh, Hey, sir, could you come over here and do this? Oh, no, I'm too busy. Oh, hey, sir, General Flynn, would you come in? Oh, no, I'm too busy. Oh, but give me a job, Trump. Give me a job, Trump. Does that make any sense?
No. All right, so enough of the bullshit. If you believe all this, then you have been deep dreamed by Twitter, X, okay? Take your head out of deep dream. Okay, do some research yourself. Don't just listen to people with their garble and attacks on us. They have nothing. They never use information to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Speaking of research, Jeff.
Oh, and by the way, Shady Groove, 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Speaking of research, I just wanted to make that announcement real quick before we run into the hard break that we are getting ready to go into the second hour on Friday of the MG show of Rumble Premium, digging deep into the research of what we talk about here, which is the Payseur bloodline and how they control Israel, how they control Iran. The only way that they control these people is because they controlled you first. And the story that we're telling you during Rumble Premium is the story of the bloodline family Payseur and how they utilize the railroads and every other operational corporation to enslave America through the Federal Reserve. If you would like to join us, the Rumble Premium prompt will come up as we transition over to Rumble Premium, and you'll be able to click the button right there and come on over. And thank you to all the people that are supporting the MG show through this new feature on Rumble. How'd I do?
Yeah, you did great because Yeti's going to get us in 1 minute. So again, we're going over the Payseurs. The story's really getting interesting. You need to get Rumble Premium now and come on over. Thank you guys very much for that because it does help this show as well. Those red castles that you give us, those Rumble rants, Rumble Premium from our page, getting it from our page really does help, Shady.
Thank you guys all so much for another great week of winning. Again, this is the end of the spring, beginning of summer, your first summer moving into the golden age. God bless each and every
Shady,
one of you out there.
I have one commercial. Let me do this before we go, guys, because this is another way we get some funds.
We'll see you guys Monday.
Still haven't tried 1775 coffee? Now's your shot. The 1775 starter kit just dropped, only 1,000 units. You're getting bold, dark roast that hits harder than a CNN fact check, smooth, medium roast, and Vitality Mushroom coffee for clean and energy laser focused, no crash, all single origin, small batch, toxin free, and mold free. Plus, you're also getting a gold spoon clip because freedom isn't scooped with by a plastic scooper. Frother strong enough to stir your mother's mother-in-law's opinions. So you got that frother and a 1775 black tumbler that says, I don't take life advice or caffeine from a woke sea witch. $170 worth of coffee and gear for yours, $99. This is the ones who've been waiting for 1775 coffee on Rumble and watching them blow up and wondering if it's actually worth it. It is. Okay, go to 1775coffee.com/studio and grab your starter kit before they're gone. Bold beans, clean fuel, and a morning routine that stands for something, just like Rumble does. Start your day with coffee that actually backs with what you believe in. Thank you guys very much. Yeti, take us into hour 2.
The MG Show. Not funded by dark money, but funded by listeners like you.
Yeah. Hey Q, drop truth. Let it ring. Does P equal Payseur? What's the sting? When's the pain gonna hit? What's it do? The people are waking. We're breaking through. Where we go one, we go all. Hear the call. Make America great again. We'll stand tall. In the matrix, we start shining bright. Digging through the dark, bringing truth to light. Questions burning, shadows start to fade. Payseur's name in the game that they played. When's the storm gonna break? Skies turn gray. In the matrix, pave the truth's way. Where we go one, we go all. Hear the call. Make America great again. We'll stand tall. In the matrix, we start shining bright. Digging through the dark, bringing truth to light. Questions burning, shadows start to fade. Payseur's name in the game that they played. When's the storm gonna break? Skies turn gray. In the matrix, pave the truth's way. Where we go one, we go all. Hear the call. Make America great again. We'll stand tall. In the matrix, we start shining bright. Digging through the dark, bringing truth to light. Hey Q, we're ready. The fire's been lit. The pain's coming fast. This is it. Within the matrix, the dots connect. Truth's our weapon. No fear, no regret. Where we go one, we go all. Hear the call. Make America great again. We'll stand tall. In the matrix, we start shining bright. Digging through the dark, bringing truth to light. Hey Q, does P equal Payseur? Time will tell. We're rising together. We'll break the spell. Where we go one, we go all. Till the end, make America great again. We'll defend. MG Show music, go!